guys, Gannon here, back with another Star Trek Discovery review. Now, I just got done watching Season 3, Episode 5, titled Die Trying. And first of all, let me just say, how's it going, guys? How are you guys doing? I'm doing really fucking well right now, just in life in general. Feeling super blessed. Got no debt. I got pretty good amount of money. Eating well every day. Delicious vegan food. I got beautiful friends in my life, beautiful relationships, nothing toxic going on, and I get to just do what I'd love to do and make YouTube videos. Yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. Another thing I want to quickly share is if any of you are interested, okay, I gotta plug this real quick. I do have a Discord server. Now, if any of you use Discord, please join the Discord server. It is basically an online chat room where you could go in and you could talk with other members of the Discord server about pretty much anything. We got a whole bunch of different categories. We got Star Trek, One Piece, anime, comics, anything you could really think of that's a little bit geeky, nerdy, you know, video games, a whole bunch of shit. So if you guys are interested in joining the Discord, the link is in the bottom of every video, and then it's also in my channel links. And then also, if you want to see some delicious vegan food, I post like awesome pictures of my vegan food on my Instagram, so you guys should go and follow that too. But with all that out of the way, guys, let's get into the actual review. Now, Season 3, Episode 5, Die Trying. Now, I will tell you that this episode was good, but it wasn't anything great. Like, it wasn't anything like I thought it would be. Honestly, their reunion with the Federation was a little bit... it could have been better. I'm gonna be real with you guys. It could have been better. Maybe it wasn't meant to be, like, super extravagant or super entertaining or any of that. Like, I don't know, maybe we're saving more of the bread and butter for later in the series, but I don't know where this season is heading, because I didn't really expect them to, like, meet the Federation this early, and that there would kind of be, like, an established Federation. I thought that they might have to, like, you know, work from the ground up and actually build the Federation back themselves, but there is actually, like, an established authority we learn in this episode. So basically, the Discovery crew meet up with the Federation again. The current Federation headquarters is encapsulated in a distortion field. They mention they see a new model of Constitution class that's able to carry, like, over 1,000 members, but probably way more than that, because I think if you remember, the Enterprise J, which was, like, during the temporal Cold Wars, if I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was able to carry, like, thousands of crew members. You also get to see the sister ship of the USS Voyager. I think it was the USS Voyager J, I believe. Could be wrong. But that was super fucking cool. Michael, Saru, and Adira beam in, and they meet Admiral Charles Vance, Commander-in-Chief of Starfleet, and he's also an Admiral, and Security Officer Lieutenant Willa. And let me just say that the current Starfleet uniforms that they're wearing in the future are pretty bland and boring. Like, only the Admiral's fit looks kind of drippy, but not really. It really reminds me of the blandish gray and beige uniforms that we got from Star Trek The Motion Picture. Perhaps they're taking inspiration from that. The whole time they're at Starfleet headquarters, they're being questioned, debriefed, and low-key treated like possible criminals, since there's really not much to go on to corroborate their story of them, like, jumping 900 years into the future. Admiral Vance isn't too peachy or nice to them at all. He's actually quite defensive, because he's got to tread with caution, honestly, as the possible idea of Discovery even being there after the temporal Cold War is kind of dodgy and highly improbable to him. Even after debriefing, it seems that Admiral Vance's objective was to split up the Discovery crew and utilize the ship for personal gain, perhaps to his advantage. And at this point, guys, it's basically implied that Starfleet has been reduced to mostly what you could see at the headquarters: a collection of ships and starbases. Michael and Saru spend the entire episode trying to prove to Admiral Vance that they are valuable and trustworthy, and that the Discovery crew as a collective would be most beneficial to Starfleet. In other words, they really don't want to get split up. They learn that there's a group of refugees that are a part of a species called the Keeley, and that they're suffering from this infection or illness, and that the only way to cure them is to locate a sample of plant matter from a planet they visited recently. Since the planet in question has no plant matter on it at all, they resort to locating a mobile space seed protection facility called the Tikov, which is low-key like a generation ship where different families assume the role of facilitating and taking care of it. In this case, it's a family of Barzans, and Barzans are the same species as Commander Non. They go aboard the ship looking for seeds and find that a majority of the family of Barzans have died in a space anomaly created by an exploding corona of a star, and that the only remaining survivor of the Tikov is a Dr. Addis. I think that's how you say his name. Dr. Addis only survived because he was beaming into the inner seed chamber as the corona explosion hit their ship, and is now stuck in phase like some sort of ghost. They help Addis retain physical form and explain to him that his family is dead and he just kind of needs to accept that, but he does have the opportunity to save others, aka the Keeley. After Addis helps them get the seeds, he refuses medical attention and basically commits suicide in order to stay with his family, I guess? Barzans have a obvious strong family attachment, so in order to keep the Tikov and its storage of seeds safe, Commander Non basically volunteers to stay behind and be its guardian, declaring that she will keep watch over it and that she also plans to return to her homeworld. After accomplishing the mission, they establish a base trust with Admiral Vance and convince him to keep the Discovery crew together, but as things are still a bit tense, the current Starfleet is nothing like the Starfleet they used to know, and therefore it doesn't really feel like home yet to the crew. A couple things that are on Michael Burnham's mind, super obvious at the beginning of the episode. It is clear that she wants to get in contact with her mother. She's probably going to be pressing Admiral Vance and the rest of Starfleet where Terra Elysium is located so that she could actually go see if her mother is there, if she like exists, and if she's like alive. And another thing, they were really trying to press them and find out about the burn this episode. They were trying to find answers about it, but because Starfleet has so little resources, they themselves haven't really come up with anything conclusive as to an explanation for the burn. The only thing that's kind of stipulated right now is that the burn is the result of some enemy. There's some enemy out there in the ether that caused the burn and fucked shit up for everyone. Some scenes I really liked this episode was Giorgio's interrogation scene where she was having this super badass, interesting conversation with this mysterious glasses character, and then she was fucking with the holographic AI projections, which was super awesome of her. You learn in this episode that the gap between the two universes where the Terran Empire resides and like the Prime Universe resides has widened, in that nobody has crossed through that dimensional gap for like centuries. Also, it's kind of been implied that the Terran Empire just doesn't even fucking exist anymore, so I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe I need to catch up on my, like, Terran lore. Don't know what's going on with the Terran Empire. Also, what was really cool in this episode was Michael was actually fucking commanding the ship, and that was so cool. She was actually commanding the entirety of the ship and the away mission like she was the captain, like she had full reins, and she did it so brilliantly and competently. She did such a good job, and I don't think we've seen Michael Burnham actually be in that command role like that, so that was really awesome to see. And lastly, the interactions with the engineering crew, Stamets, Tilly, Reno, that was really great. They're all freaking hilarious, really great characters, always happy to see them interact. But yeah, guys, overall, I'm gonna give this episode like a standard 5 out of 10. It really didn't do a whole lot for me. The coolest part of this episode was seeing the futuristic ships and seeing them tie them into previous series, like them referencing Voyager and also talking about like the Constitution class and all that jazz. But really, I feel like the reunion with the Starfleet from 900 years into the future could have been a little bit better. Like, if we're gonna be honest with ourselves, it could have been a little bit better. On top of that, the whole side mission quest in this episode that really took up a majority of the story was them going to a fucking space seed facility to find space seeds, and they were talking to Barzans. That, all in all, wasn't entirely too interesting to me. So this episode was just good. It wasn't above average, it was just okay. And I'm gonna stick with my 5 out of 10 rating. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching another one of my Star Trek Discovery reviews. I'm having so much fun doing these. I'm having so much fun interacting with people in the comments. So please, if you could do me any favor, just please leave a comment. I love them so much. I will be sure to get back to you. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please slap a like on it. If you're enjoying the content that you see on the channel, I would be very flattered if you were subscribed. And with that, guys, live long and prosper, and I'm going to have to see you in the next one. Peace.